So I need to do some service work on my mower deck. So I'm going to be removing that. This is sort of a how-to. Don't hold me to it too close. The first thing you got to do is set the parking brake, then lower the deck to the floor. This is a Craftsman Pro Series lawn tractor. So I've already lowered the deck and set the brake. The next thing I'm going to do to release the tension on the drive belt, and that spring is the tensioner, provides the tension on the belt tensioner. So we just lift that up, go that way. I don't know if you can see when I release the tensioner, when I release the tension. When I release the tensioner moves and the tension on the belt is released. So I'll just reach under here. Now that there's no tension on it, you can see it easily comes off from the PTO pulley. Get that out of the way. So the next thing I want to do is release this front lift link assembly. This is the front lift link assembly, and there's just one clip there holding it in. Okay, that's out. The retaining clip is out, the washer's out, and the lift link assembly just pops out of there like that. And see, it's easy to remove this clip and pull the whole assembly rod out of there. I'm not going to do that because I'm putting the deck back in after I finish the service work I'm doing on it. There are two rear lift links. There's one on each side. This is the left side. I have to pull this one out and the one on the other side. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm using a large flat blade screwdriver to pry this clip down, and then I should be able to get it past the dowel that it's passing through. Pry on that a little bit. There we go. And that's out. And the washer is out. This thing should be lower. I have to push this down. So now I think you probably saw that happen. That's out. Okay, so the next thing on this side is to remove the retaining clip from the lower side suspension arm, which is here. This is the side suspension arm. There's the clip. That's my darn clamp light, making all that racket every time I move it. Okay, now we move over to the other side. Okay, I'm on the other side. Here's the mower side suspension arm, which I'll be removing that clip from. And here's the rear lift link, just like the other side. And this one has what they call an anti-sway bar. There's a bar that goes from here over to the other side, and it keeps the mower from moving this way back and forth. So now I have to remove those 3 clips, and the mower deck should be ready to pull out of here. Okay, I think it's ready to come out. I highly recommend using some heavy work gloves for this to protect your hands. Start by rolling it back kind of against the rear tire. Grab it thusly. My linkage in the front is hanging in the way. It's just a matter of muscling it out. You can turn the wheels. That makes room to slide it out. And she's out. Now I'm going to move the tractor out of the way and get to work on repairing this deck. Alright, I'm getting ready to put the deck back on the tractor. This bungee for a minute, just so I can spin this around. Forward like it should be. Just pull it under. The first thing you want to do is get that sway bar back in to position. Okay, so there's 2 important tips I can tell you for lining this up, installing this. First of all, on this machine there's 3 holes over here. You need to know which hole you've got to put this sway bar in. And I put it in the wrong hole one time, and I had a heck of a time figuring out how that was supposed to be installed. So I know On this machine, excuse me, look, I just screwed up again. On this machine, the sway bar goes in the hole that's farthest away from that end of the deck. So I'm pointing to the right side of the tractor there. That's the side with the grass exit chute on the deck. But I need to get this in here, in that hole. If I had it in one of the other holes, I'd never be able to line up the deck with the tractor. Then the next thing is, the next important pointer is, before you slide it under, make sure that both of these bars are swung forward, not swung toward the back of the deck. Okay, now I've got to go over to the other side and get that deck anti-sway bar installed in the deck. So here's the other end of that sway bar. It's got to go in through this hole on the deck. Pull that back. There. So I'm just moving the deck around, working it around, trying to get it to line up with the hole there. And then it gets a flat washer. Okay, I knocked it down. There's just not enough room for everything. My arm and the camera. All right. It still looks like it's in view there. Flat washer, and then the clip that goes through there, through the pinhole here, which is, where is it? To the top. There. So that's the sway bar. Then this is that other lift control arm. So that you can see it went through there. See the washer? And here's one of these clips. There it is. And then I need to retension the belt, tightening the spring on the belt tensioner. This thing should be ready to run, except I still need to install that front deck lift linkage. So that's next.